And welcome once again to the show that, well, it can give you the ride of your life, quite frankly. And that is why we always say, hold on to your seat. And the man who has held onto his seat so far 26 times, and in doing so has won 36,400 euros. It is our champion. It is Matthew.
Hi, Greg.
Hello, matey. And just to remind everybody, you are the lead singer in a band. The fact is that you have been away from your band for quite a while because of this show. Are you not worried that they're going to get a new singer?
That came through my mind, yeah. I've been suspecting them of replacing me, but I read all the songs, so I wouldn't worry that much.
Oh, that's all right, then. You've got an advantage there. Matthew, welcome back to the game, and we'll see you in here a little bit later on. But don't forget, of course, we've got 4 people, first of all, who are going to try to beat you in the end game. But first of all, they've got to take part in a series of questions, all on one topic. A topic that was given to them a couple of days ago. They've been revising, they've been swatting up, and it's time to call them down here right now to play the game to see who is going to go through. So let's first of all welcome Natalie and Martin. Somewhere out there is Ricky. And let's not leave out Big Tom. You're all very welcome. So then, there they are, the 4 scallywags taking part on today's show. Natalie, first of all, welcome to you. A bit of information that I've been given about you, and I don't know how anybody can have cupboards big enough. You've got 475 pairs of shoes.
I do, and I've been collecting them for years, though. 1994 I started.
You've only got 1 pair of feet.
No, I know, but I love my shoes. I love seeing them and feeling them. And I love my shoes.
You're sounding a bit weird now. Let's move on. Martin, hello to you.
Hello. Hi.
Let's ask the audience, is there anybody who Martin reminds you of? Anybody? Anybody spring to mind? Peter Sellers? He's dead. Martin, you do get stopped in the street a lot, and I can see the resemblance. You sign autographs as Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, sometimes people mistake me for Nicolas Cage, but rather than let them down, I just sign the autograph.
Is that not deceit, or you're just happy that you're pleasing them?
I like to please people.
Yes. Oh, well, let's see if you can please us later. That sounded wrong. Ricky's here, everybody. There's Ricky. You're lighting up the studio with your smile and the royal wave. What's all that about?
Yes, I do.
Let's check your card here, see if there's anything about you being royal. No, there isn't. But
unfortunately.
You've got to play not only against the first 2, but also against Tom. Tom! Are you stood on a box?
I have 3 boxes.
You have 3 boxes?
I carry them around just in case.
OK. Yes. We welcome all of you, and during this first round, the champion is going to be keeping his beady eye on you so he can see who, well, he might be able to influence who goes through to the final round, the challenge to play against him, and who knows, you could take his seat. So let the competition begin! All right, then, here we go with this round of the game, and it's the subject that you were given 2 days ago to swat up on. It is famous couples, and there are going to be 8 questions in this first part of the round. 3 duo questions with 2 possible answers, and if you get the question right, you'll get 1 point. They'll be followed by 3 square questions, 4 possible answers there, a little more difficult. If you get that right, it's 3 points, and then, after that, 2 got it questions. The questions where there are no options. You have to type in the answer on your keyboard, give me the right answer, and it's worth 5 points. And after those 8 questions, we'll be joined by the almighty, the champion. So, are you ready?
Yes.
Here we go then. Here comes your first question. Good luck to each and every one of you. First question is a duo question, and here it is. In Gone with the Wind, who is Scarlett O'Hara's true love? Is it Rhett Butler or Rick Blaine? Rhett Butler or Rick Blaine? And there we are. You've all gone for Rhett Butler. Well, Rhett Butler, he was played by Clark Gable in Gone with the Wind. You're all off and running. 1 point. Stand by. Let's keep it going while we're hot. Question 2. In the Shrek movies, no comments please, who starts a family with the Lady Dragon? Is it Puss in Boots or Donkey? All very quick off the mark. We know what sort of films you like. Okay, time up on that one. In the Shrek movies, who starts a family with the Lady Dragon? It was Donkey. Yep, well done. Moving on, which house does Juliet's lover Romeo belong to? Bit of Shakespeare, is it Capulet or Montague? Which house does Juliet's lover Romeo belong to? Capulet or Montague? And for the first time we have a difference of opinion. 3 of you gone for Capulet. Natalie's gone to Montague. She thinks she's wrong. Well, I can tell you, actually, the right answer is Montague. Let's move on. Here's the next question. Who, and this is a square question now, don't forget, 4 options. Who is Homer Simpson's blue-haired wife? Is it Lisa, Maggie, Marge, or Selma? Lisa, Maggie, Marge, or Selma are the options. You all answered the Shrek question very quickly. You've all answered the Simpsons question very quickly. Do you watch any adult television or any adult films?
Not a big fan.
None at all.
Oh, you know the answer. It is Marge, of course, yes. Because Lisa and Maggie are Homer and Marge's daughters, and Selma is Marge's sister, and she has that delightful twin, Patty. Moving on, here we go. Next question. Which knight of the Round Table became enamoured with Guinevere? Was it Percival, Galahad, Gawain, or Lancelot? Tom, you were a bit slower than the others locking in your answer. Are you not sure about
Genetics, what can I say?
The answer, you'll be delighted to hear. Yeah, you've all scored. It's Lancelot. Yes. 3 questions to go in this round. We have one more square question, and here it is. Natalie in the lead at the moment on 9 points, the rest of you on 8. In which church did Prince Charles... Prince Charles impression there. And Lady Diana get married in 1981? Prince Charles and Lady Diana married in Canterbury Cathedral, St Paul's Cathedral, Westminster Abbey, or St John's Cathedral? Tom, you're out of time. Didn't lock in an answer there.
It's a shame.
Ricky's gone for St John's Cathedral. Martin and Natalie, Westminster Abbey. Champ, well, an array of answers. What are your thoughts on this?
I'm hesitating between St. Paul and St. John, but if I had to choose, it would be St. Paul.
Yeah, nobody's gone for St Paul's. Okay.
I don't know.
Let's find out then. What's the right answer? None of you got it.
Oh.
You said St Paul's, Champ. The answer was, actually, St Paul's. You were right, yes.
Wow.
Listen, please, to this.
Maria, I've just met a girl named Maria, and suddenly that name will never be the same to me. Maria, I've just kissed a girl named Maria.
Yeah. Okay. In which movie does Tony express his love to Maria in that song? So in which movie does Tony express his love to Maria in that song? Remember, no options on this one. You've got to type in your answer. Okay, let's have a look at what we've got. Natalie's gone for West Side Story. Ricky's gone for West Side. Tom, The Sound of Music.
There was definitely a Maria in The Sound of Music.
There was a Maria in The Sound of Music.
saying.
Yes, nice thinking. But are you right? Martin has put a song by Lionel Richie.
Yeah.
Hello. Was it the Lionel Richie song you were referring
Yeah, I was
to?
thinking of that.
Or you're just saying hello?
I just said hello to the audience.
You're a
Hello to-
friendly guy. Yeah, he's nice, isn't he? I think, Mr. Cage, you've got groupies now.
Okay, good.
The answer was West Side Story, yes! And Ricky, we're going to give you that. You probably just didn't have time to type in the word story, so we'll give you that. It was close enough. Tom on 8, Martin on 8, Ricky on 13, Natalie still in the lead with 14. See what you can do with this. In Homer's Odyssey, which lady is faithfully waiting for Ulysses to return? So in Homer's Odyssey, which lady is faithfully waiting for Ulysses to return? Or would you like a question again about The Simpsons, if you prefer? Time up on that one. Okay. Well, all answers are locked in apart from Martin. Martin, you didn't even say hello this time.
No.
Did you want to type anything?
I should have typed goodbye.
Or
Because...
just help? Or something like that?
help, yeah. Something.
Oh, bless. Ricky's gone for Helen. Tom for Ophelia. Ricky, who is Helen in all this business?
Helen Troy?
Yeah.
Helen Troy. I think that was a different book.
think
wasn't
so,
it?
yeah.
Yeah. Natalie's gone for Penelope. You have quite a good knowledge of this sort of thing.
Long time ago.
The answer we were looking for in Homer's Odyssey, which lady is faithfully waiting for Ulysses' return? It was Penelope. You're right, yes! Let's now meet the champion! There, take a seat, champ. And I say take a seat. Don't just mean any seat. The seat. The seat that those four want to be in. So, how do you think it's gone so far? Who have you got your eye on, matey?
Well, I've been impressed by Ricky and Natalie, of course, obviously because they're ahead.
Well, it can all change in this round, as we know, because it is time for the Champion's Choice questions. You have 4 of them, and they are of varying degrees of difficulty. Now, just to remind you lot over there that if you get a question right, you'll get 5 points. However, if you get a question wrong, you will lose 5 points. So it really is still all up for grabs. So, first question, as we're going in points order, Martin, you're the nearest to us. You're on 8, so is Tom. So, Martin, you'll get the first one. Which question for Martin? He's shuffling through them there. Remember, your choice could make all the difference as to who you play in this round. Thank you very much indeed. So, here we go. Your question, Martin, for Champion's Choice. Which couple lived in the Garden of Eden before they ate from the Tree of Knowledge?
Let me have a think about that.
Yes.
Adam and Eve.
Adam and Eve is the right answer. Yes, of course. 5 points to you.
Thank you.
You were being charitable there, weren't you?
Yeah.
Tom's next. A question for Tom.
Okay, here's for Tom.
Okay. Tom, have a listen to this, please.
Trying to get to Holland or France. The man in the Mac said you gotta go back. You know they didn't even give us a chance.
You're in a band. You're in a band.
You know how hard it can be.
Where things are going,
Sorry?
they're gonna crucify me.
Yeah, that's quite enough of that. Which couple, Tom, is depicted in that ballad sung by the Beatles in 1969?
It's a very good question.
Yes, it is.
I'm going to say John Lennon and Yoko Ono, although I'm very certain that it's not.
You're very certain that it's not.
Yes.
You can be very certain that it is.
Wow.
It is. It's John and Yoko. 5 points for that, Tom. 13 points you've got, tying you with Ricky and Martin, but it is Ricky's question now. You've got 2 to choose from.
This one, sir.
Okay, Ricky's question. Ricky, you ready for this?
Let's go.
We're talking about film couples. Who directed Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman in Eyes Wide Shut? I think that's a tough one. This is the round that determines who goes through and who doesn't.
I'm going to say James Carvell.
James Carvell. If it's right, you go to 18 points. If not, you drop to 8. The answer is Stanley Kubrick. Oh, no! Which means, Natalie, we don't even need to ask you a question. You cannot lose because you're on 19 points. You're 6 ahead of your nearest rival. Natalie, you're going to take part in the challenge! Well, Natalie, yes, you've got the game in the bag already because you can't possibly be beaten. But just out of interest, let's have a look at what your last question would have been. So
I got a tough question for Natalie here. Which American president did Jackie Bouvier marry in 1953?
John F. Kennedy.
you've been here 26 shows, Matthew.
Yeah.
Who reads the questions?
Greg reads the questions.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, Greg.
Yeah. 26 shows, getting a bit big for his boots. You're all right, don't worry, just don't let it happen again. Natalie, you said John F. Kennedy. It is the right answer. Well done, 24 points. Ricky, Martin and Tom. Ricky Martin, we have to say goodbye to you, but thank you very much indeed for playing along with us today. Been lovely having your company. Natalie, however, you're going nowhere because it's time for you to play against Matthew in the final challenge. Here we go then with today's challenge. Are you ready, Natalie?
I
You're
am.
playing against a daunting champion. And champion, it's time for you to look at the 4 categories that you have got to choose for Natalie and yourself. Now, for the viewers at home, we are, as usual, flashing the category that Natalie is most familiar with. You can see that, but champion Matthew cannot. Idea is, Matthew, that you give Natalie a category that she'll be able to score some points, but not too many that you can't beat her. Because remember, it's the amount of points that Natalie scores if you do beat her that determines how much money you'll be taking away at the end of the show. If you don't beat her, of course, Natalie could take your seat. So, have a look and decide, first of all, on a category for Natalie.
Well, first of all, I'm not gonna take Brad Pitt. Natalie's a woman.
So she'll know all
Knows
about
a lot
him.
about Brad Pitt. In fact, I suspect that being her special category. Well, although she looks like the goddess Aphrodite, I'd have to go with Greek mythology.
Okay, well, it's locked in now. Greek mythology will be Natalie's subject. What do you think? What do you think for yourself?
I'm gonna
You don't
take,
seem keen on
I'm gonna
any
have
of them.
fun and take her category, which I imagine is her category, Brad Pitt.
The category that you say all the ladies know about.
Yeah.
You're going for Brad Pitt.
Yeah, well.
Here we go then. It is Matthew and Natalie in the final challenge. Here we go then, it is the final challenge, and we do have champion Matthew against challenger Natalie, and this is the way it works. First of all, Natalie, I'm going to be giving you your 6 questions on Greek mythology. Now, how many points your question is worth is up to you. You can go for a got it, in which case, no options. You can come straight in with the answer for 5 points. Or you can say square, 4 options. You get it right from that, it's 3 points. Or duo. And if you go for a duo, 2 options, one of which is the correct answer, that is worth 1 point. And then we'll go across to our champion to see if you can beat her score. But we will not see your score, Natalie, until we find out how our champion has done. Okay, so Greek mythology is the category. Are you ready?
Sure, why not?
As ready as you'll ever be. Here we go then, let's do it. Here is the first question. How many labors did Hercules have to accomplish?
Square.
Go for square.
Yeah.
7, 12, or 15 are the options.
7.
You go for 7, thank you. And that answer is locked in. Here's the next question. Which hero was killed by an arrow in his heel during the Trojan War?
Got it. Achilles.
Straight in there with Achilles. Okay. Next one. Which king turns everything he touches into gold?
Square.
Square. The options are Demi, Priam, Midas, and Doulos.
Midas.
Going Midas. Question 4. In Greek mythology, who steals fire from the gods?
Square.
Going square. Tantalus, Prometheus, Orpheus, Danae.
Orpheus.
5th question. Who is the muse of history? Duo, square, or got it?
Square.
Going square. Clio, Euterpe, Calliope, or Erato?
Could you repeat the answers, please?
Clio, Euterpe, Calliope, or Erato?
Utopia.
Question 6. Last one. What name is given to the 3 sisters Medusa, Euryale, and Pheno?
Square.
Duo, square, or got it?
Square.
Square. The Parcae, the Furies, the Harpies, or the Gorgons?
The Gordons.
The Gorgons.
Gorgons.
Okay, thank you very much indeed. We don't know your score at the moment, but all your answers are locked in. Champion Matthew, how do you think she's done? How many points do you think your challenger Natalie has scored?
I'd say approximately 18, maybe less.
Okay, well, your category is Brad Pitt, so in the back of your mind, you think you need to beat 18 points. Are you ready for your first question?
I'm ready.
Let's play. In which 2002 movie does Brad Pitt rob a casino with George Clooney and his team? Duo, square, or got it?
Got it. Ocean's 11.
Ocean's 11 is right. 5 points. Here's the next one. With which actress did he establish a charitable organization in 2006? Duo, square, or got it?
Got it.
Go for it.
Angelina Jolie.
Angelina Jolie is right. Yes, up to 10. Good start. Question 3. In which 1994 film does Brad Pitt play along Tom Cruise, Antonio Banderas, and Kirsten Dunst? Duo, square, or got it?
I'm gonna ask for a square.
Square. 4 options: Babel, Fight Club, Interview with the Vampire Chronicles, or Meet Joe Black.
I'd have to say Interview with the Vampire.
Interview with the Vampire Chronicles is the right answer. Well done. Takes you to 13. Here's the next one. What deadly sin does he give into in the movie 7? Duo, square, or got it?
I've seen that movie such a long time ago.
I need you to choose your options.
I have to go with the square.
Going with the square. Okay. Envy, lust, greed, wrath.
Well, I remember he kills somebody.
Need your answer.
So that, I would say wrath.
Wrath.
Wrath. Wrath, whatever.
Is the right
Wrath,
answer. Yes. You go to 16. Question 5. Who directed Brad Pitt in the 1991 film Thelma and Louise, in which he played a hitchhiker? Duo, square, or got it?
Yeah, I have no idea. I'm gonna go with the duo.
Playing it safe with a duo. Ethan Coen or Ridley Scott?
I know very well the Coen brothers. I have to say Ridley Scott.
Ridley Scott?
Yeah.
You played it safe, you got it right. 1 point, yes. Takes you now to 17. And the last question for you. Now remember, in your mind, Natalie scored 18 points. You're currently on 17. So how you play this question is up to you. Here it is. How old does the doctor say Benjamin Button is when he's born? Duo, square,
I'm gonna
or
go
got
with
it?
the duo.
Going with the duo. The options are 80 or 90.
I'd have to go with 80.
You have to go with 80.
Yeah, it rings a bell.
80,
It does.
that bell is ringing. It's the right answer, yes! So, you have definitely got 18 points, which is interesting because that's the score that you thought Natalie had scored. But now, we're going to officially go through your answers, Natalie, and we're going to find out who is going to take the champion's chair. Greek mythology was the category. The first question was, how many labors did Hercules have to accomplish? You answered 7. The answer was
12.
It was 12. No points for the first one. Let's have a look at the next one. Which hero was killed by an arrow in his heel during the Trojan War? You said Achilles. You were very confident, and you were right to be confident. It is Achilles. 5 points. 13 behind our champion. Next one. The question was, which king turned everything he touched into gold? You went for a square. You went for the answer Midas. Midas was right. Yes. Takes you to 8. Question 4. 10 points behind Matthew at this point. In Greek mythology, who steals fire from the gods? You went for another square option. For 3 points, you said Orpheus. The answer was Prometheus. You stay on 8. Question 5 was, who is the muse of history? Again, you went for a square and you opted for Euterpe. The answer was Clio. Let's, however, see what the answer to question 6 was. What name is given to the 3 sisters, Medusa, Eurale, and Stheno? The Parcae, the Furies, the Harpies, or the Gorgons were the options. You said the Gorgons, and the Gorgons was right, yes. The final score then, Natalie on 11 points, but he's there again, he's held onto his seat. Matthew's the winner with 18 points. Well done indeed, Natalie. You gave it a good go, but here is the state of play. 27 victories now. The 11 points that Natalie scored converted into money, 1,100 euros, taking your total winnings now to 37,500 euros. Well done indeed to the champ. He held on to his seat. Natalie has to say goodbye, but we hope to welcome you and Matthew once again tomorrow when we'll do it all again. Until then, from everybody here, have a great day. Goodbye.